Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. This is Jacob Dulog here along with my good buddy Ryan Carr.
How's it going, guys?
Alright, so here's the deal. Maybe some of you guys will remember that last year we tried to get this show off the ground where we essentially did a GM mode with our universe. And for what it was pretty good. But then everyone in our crew started to cancel on us and it became a two-man show and we just weren't able to run with that. However, we have a solid crew of about 6 people this year. We're going to try it one more time, and here we are with step 1, the big draft. I'll be the GM for SmackDown. Ryan here, is going to be our GM for Monday Night Raw. And let me break down how this draft is going to work. Similar to the 2016 brand split draft, we will have 6 NXT picks, which can be split in however we want, really. So 6 are on the table. It could end up that one of us gets 4, one of us gets 2. We could have a 3-3 split. Maybe one of us gets all 6 and the other gets nothing. It's first come, first serve. We will be picking until we each have 35 slots filled. Tag teams count as 1 slot, mind you. Everyone else will either be in NXT or simply serve as free agents so that if we so choose, we can sign them later on for more story purposes. Ryan, anything else I should be adding?
We do have a full-on part-timers list and a few people who aren't going to be draftable. Just because for the realism's sake, like people who are already retired. And of course, guys like Jericho and Ray, we're not going to see at the start because, well, they're kind of like limbo, so they're not going to be available to us right off the bat.
It's a sad truth, but it's a fair one. But with that, I believe we are good to start.
I think so.
Well, without further ado, I guess I'll be taking the first pick here.
Yep, you were the bully about that.
I bullied my way into the first pick. SmackDown Live, I think the first pick is an obvious one. We're going to take the WWE Champion, AJ Styles, as the phenomenal face of SmackDown Live.
Straight into the big name. Right there, AJ Styles' first draft. I honestly, that was, he was on my list for number 1 pick. He really was. But there was actually, and I had talked with a buddy about being like my little, my extra arm, and that was his first pick as well. I had a different direction that I wanted to go with just the main roster in general. This is not going to be a Monday Night Raw that you've ever seen before. And so for the number 1 pick of Monday Night Raw, I am going to go with the Undisputed Era.
Oh, wow. That's your number 1 pick?
My number 1 pick.
That is a huge pick, it must be said. That's 4-1. And I'm going to go ahead and scratch them off my list.
So where did they rank for you?
So the way I organized my draft picks was a tier system. They were in tier 1. They were going to be in my first couple picks. But I guess not anymore.
Not now.
Alright, that's fine. I'm going to be chasing gold here. So for pick number 2, I'm going to pick the Intercontinental Champion, Seth Rollins.
Ooh.
If we're building SmackDown from the ground up, I need an architect at my side.
I forgot the transition. Sorry about that. There we go. Now we got Undisputed Era, and now we also see Seth Rollins. That is, that's a very solid second pick. Again, I really want to go in a very different direction for Monday Night Raw this time around. And I am going to, I just realized I have the name spelled completely wrong. I don't want to make a complete fool of myself. So I am going to pick Andrade Cien Almas.
Wow! Now I'm upset.
Where was he on your list?
Like around the number 6 or 7 slot. God. Okay. Jeez.
Were you like prepared for where Monday Night Raw is going right now?
Well, no, not at all. I thought we'd be going for the big names first, and here you are really going in a different direction.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. Honestly, there are so many big names on this roster that I was just like, I want to just run with it. Let's see who lands where, and we're still gonna find out.
That's fine. I mean, hey, you want big names. I'm going to take the latest entry into what I would say is the elite superstar category, the legend status, if you will, of the modern roster, and that's going to be SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch.
Ooh. You got... Oh, I didn't think about that. Because she is the Women's Champion.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have moved her up on my list. Crap. Okay, you kind of caught me on that one. Because I was like, no, Becky's going to be safe for a little while, but I forgot that she just won the women's championship. So yeah, that makes her not safe at all.
Ryan, I planned this out before she was champion. Even if she hadn't won it, she'd be in my top 5, easy.
Oh, I figured as much with Becky. Becky was one of those ones that I was willing to sacrifice. Though I am now going to probably really surprise you with this one, as I'm going to go with the Usos.
Okay, all right. That's fine. That's fine.
I just hear deletion over there.
We're good. We're good. So, you said big surprise. I'll say that literally, big surprise. Number 4, Braun Strowman is coming to SmackDown.
Oh, that one. Oh, I can't say that I'm too shocked, as I know last year Strowman was somebody that you were just like chomping at the bit to get a hold of. So I'm glad for you to see that you were able to get him drafted there. This one's gonna be a little more interesting, as you know you've kind of collected Becky up, and so I really feel like now I would like to go ahead and grab the Riot Squad.
A lot earlier than I would have ever expected them to go.
I feel like there's a lot of potential with the Riot Squad that has not been seen on the main roster yet.
All right, that's fine. Well, you want to talk about potential. I guess this next pick for me is going to really look to the future. Because from NXT, I'm drafting British Strong Style, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
I knew that you were going to take them in like your top 10.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they had what I consider the match of the year last year in pro wrestling. How could I not?
Because the funny thing was I'd completely forgotten that... I'm going to have to edit their name down. In 1 second. That did not fit. Whoops. But I literally I'd forgotten that they were going to be Strong Style. And so I had Pete Dunne marked in Pete Dunne, I'm sorry. BST. I had him, just him alone, marked at like 16. So I think we're actually already out of NXT, aren't we?
Well, not quite, because we both picked two
teams.
Picks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it's a total. I thought it was just 6 people up from NXT and we were done.
No.
And I was like, that makes life a little scary. And so here we are. I'm now at number 5. I'm actually going to slightly adjust, because you kind of tossed me a little bit here. And so what I'm going to go ahead and do for my number 5th pick is I am going to pick up Shinsuke Nakamura.
All right. I had Shinsuke on my list, but he was someone who would be fun to have on the roster. I'd love to see everyone on their guard, but But that's alright. I'm going to go for someone more aggressive. Maybe, in fact, two aggressors, because my next pick is the tag team of Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler.
Oh my goodness. That is one tandem. I knew that they were going to go early. I was hoping it would be closer to the end of the top 10, to be completely honest with you.
And yet here we are.
And yet
the world we live in.
Do you have a name for them, or is you just sticking with Drew and Dolph?
I think they've been going by, like, the Pack or the Dogs of War or something like that on TV.
I'm just going to stick with Drew and Dolph.
That's fine by me. I can't say I'm like up to speed with Monday Night Raw right now.
Well, that's just you can do better. I believe in you. And so, for my number 6 pick, I am actually going to go ahead and jump into NXT myself again.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to go with Shayna Baszler.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. I was hoping you would get her, honestly. And the reason I was hoping you would get her is because you can't have two unstoppable forces in the women's division on the same show. And the most unstoppable force in the history of the women's division had a win streak that lasted for over 2 years.
Oh my
And now
God.
she's gonna come back to SmackDown and rebuild a little bit. Asuka is coming to SmackDown Live.
Okay, now that actually is a good... That's a barn burner right there. I should have had a better list, because I'm worried that I'm going to spell these names completely wrong.
And I can't even see the screen to correct you.
I know. That's why I'm like, ugh. So I apologize if I do. I'll try and Google it in between. There's a lot of things going on, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so you went ahead and got Asuka. You have Drew and Dolph. I mean, you have one heck of just a start right there. I am now going to go ahead and claim my very first title.
Okay.
So right now you have 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have my titles.
You have your titles. So I'm going to go ahead and grab one of mine. I am going to go ahead and draft Ronda Rousey.
Hey, there we go. There we go. So you got the U.S. title, the Raw Women's title going for you.
I just realized, yeah, I did get the U.S. title. You're right, because Shinsuke is still the. Thanks for correcting me on that. So I'm going to grab my second title.
There you go. There you go. Speaking of chasing titles, this next guy that I'm drafting is a huge contender, really hungry to get that gold, and I'm gonna bring Samoa Joe to SmackDown.
Samoa Joe. Oh boy. Now that is somebody to fear, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually kind of surprised. I honestly think, even in the real realm of wrestling, that he is more than on his way to becoming WWE champion. And so I am going to go ahead and go with somebody that I think it should be a champion, and that is, I'm going to go with Finn Balor.
All right. That's a good one. That's a good one. Really good one, honestly. You got the demon right there. All right. So my next pick is actually someone who I thought would be your first pick after I got AJ, because he is probably the most naturally popular wrestler in the industry today. Daniel Bryan, yes. SmackDown Live.
That you have right there going on, what I can only say is literally the Ring of Honor's classic hits right now. And honestly, I should have replaced him with Balor. Once you kind of got your hands on, excuse me, Drew and Dolph and Joe, I really should have, but I was like, I really don't want to lose Balor. So I went ahead and I risked Bryan, and I lost him. So, you know, it was right there in the top 10. It just quite didn't happen. So looking over here, I'm thinking it's time to shake things up just a little bit. As I'm looking here at my list, and I'm like, wow, I've really kind of gotten out of proportion here. I'm going to have to go ahead and grab the tag team champions for myself. I'm going to go with the New Day.
All right. Finally getting some more personality over to Raw.
Oh.
But,
just you wait.
You want to talk personality, though. This next guy oozes personality, and has oozed it for the years and years in which he has carried this company on his back. Ladies and gentlemen, 16-time world champion John Cena is coming to SmackDown Live.
Oh, what a good exclusive. I just knew he was going to be in there somewhere, because we were talking about whether we should or shouldn't, and I was like, I bet he's going to be in the top 10. Ironically, that was going to be the pick that I was going to take. You beat me to it. Congratulations, Duloc. Kudos on that. I am, however, going to have to break up the party a little bit here, as I'm going to go ahead and, at this time, take The Miz.
Wow. All right. The Miz is great. The Miz is awesome. But he doesn't really set the bar like my next pick. Sheamus and Cesaro are coming to SmackDown Live.
All right, so now I've got to really be careful here, as you've gotten like one pick ahead of me, 2 times in a row. There is literally, I was like, I don't want to give up the Miz. I was like, I really need that heel, and then you went and pulled the bar, and that was gonna be like, I was like, oh, I was feeling them. So what I'm gonna do, by the way, this is a real life meets game life as of tonight, so I want to know where it stands for you. So Dana Brooke is no longer with Titus Worldwide. Are we keeping her with them, or are we keeping it directly up to date and removing her from them?
I personally was unaware of that happening.
Literally happened just a few hours ago.
If you want her, I don't care. Take her.
Okay, so I can have all of Titus Worldwide with Dana Brooke. Awesome. Just wanted to double check on that. I'm not actually drafting them. Screw that noise. Just for future referencing. No, I am actually going to jump the shark a little bit here. I'm going to go ahead and grab Randy Orton.
Yep, alright. I saw that one coming. Definitely. I mean, Randy Orton is your guy. You've had him in, since we met, in every fantasy thing that we've ever done.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm actually kind of surprised I waited that long to draft him.
I am too, honestly.
Calculated risks, my friend.
Well, you have your 2 NXT picks. I'm going to dig down into NXT again, because I'm going to draft up the Rebel Heart of Johnny Gargano to SmackDown Live.
That's another one that I am... I'm surprised he didn't go a little bit sooner. I feel like we both, number 11 was that person that we really wanted, but we were just like, we have to get everything else in there first.
That's kind of true.
I really feel like that's how that went, because I already knew that you were going to go for Johnny. I did. And without Ciampa listed, I was just like, I love Johnny Gargano, but I don't have anything for him. I really don't. Which is funny, because, I mean, literally, he's Johnny Wrestling. How can you not have anything for him?
I'm telling you right now, if Ciampa was here, he would be in my number 2.
Oh, I would have been surprised. Yeah, I could see that. I could see either your number 2, or I could even see your number 1. of course, you're probably a little more logical going to go for that champion. At this time, I've been looking at it, and I'm like, man, it's looking all kinds of crazy right now. I would like to go ahead and draft me. Let's just go ahead and go with Jeff Hardy.
Okay. All right. Jeff Hardy's a classic. Never goes out of style. But he's all flash. He's really flashy. I need some guys who are all fists, no flips, The Revival, SmackDown Live.
Oh, man. I knew they were going to come up real soon for you there.
Oh, I was scared that you were going to get him way earlier. After you jumped out of nowhere with the Undisputed Era, I was like, what order is he going in here?
You're like, what's happening? Well, see, after I kind of got... I have... My first 5, honestly, was only changed by one person, and that was Shinsuke Nakamura. He was not actually going to be in my top 5. But I had a game plan for Monday Night Raw, and I was like, I'm sticking to it. And I was like, let's grab these people up, and then we'll be good to go from there. And so I'm glad I went that route. Now this is where it's just gonna kind of get a little crazy, because I've actually already kind of broken my order on myself here. So I'm gonna kind of go back up to the drawing board. And I'm going to, at this time, go ahead and grab AOP.
All right, a really dominant tag team. Sure, Undisputed Era aren't going to be too happy to hear that.
That's what I'm talking about, baby!
All right, that's fine. I think my next pick is going to be used to beef up my women's division a little bit. This is someone who really, she came in at the top, and she's been kind of slipping down the ranks a little bit. I think SmackDown Live is the perfect place for her to rebuild a little bit, and that's the boss, Sasha Banks.
I knew it! I already typed it in! You're like, she's been slipping a little bit, and I'm just like, Banks? Oh, that's too funny. I love Sasha Banks, and that was the thing. I was like, I really wanted to try and get a little bit more of the 4 horsewomen in here, but I was like, they're going to have to wait. I got to get my tag team division going. I mean, right now I got Undisputed Era, I got the New Day, got the Authors of Pain. Like, I feel like we're missing something. New Day, Monday, New Day, Rusev Day. That's what we need on Monday Night Raw. Some Rusev Day.
Okay.
Was that too much of a dad joke there? Was it too far?
It just hurts that they were my next pick. That's all right. That's all right. You know what? Rusev Day is great, but one thing they're not is glorious.
Oh.
My next pick, Bobby Roode.
I'm actually kind of surprised that he's halfway down your list, to be completely honest with you.
You know what? Bobby Roode isn't where he was, but I think SmackDown Live can fix that.
Let's say, like, he was your guy. He was
my guy. I gave him the ball and he ran with it last year. Let's see if it
yeah,
happen again.
and he was like, even as we wrapped up, he was still running with it. So that's kind of surprising, honestly. I am going to go out into left field here. I'm going to go say hi to 205 Live, and I'm going to pick up Lucha House Party.
You scared me for a moment because my next pick was from 205 as well. I was like, oh my god. You can have your luchas. That's fine. I'm going to draft who I believe is the heart and soul of 205, a guy who could be a major superstar if he was just given a little more exposure, and that's Mustafa Ali.
Oh. He was in my list. Look at that. Oh, okay. Man, that hit me in the feels. The good news is I know that he's going to be in good hands, so it's not too terrifying for me there. I'm going to round out my top 16, and I've got like 3 different really fun options. But I think I want to just go ahead and finish out on a strong tag team note, because I feel like I have room for just one more terrifying team. Let's go with the Bludgeon Brothers.
Oh, man. Okay. Alright. It's fine. You know what? You want to talk about terrifying? My next pick from NXT, the man who lives between the light and the dark, Aleister Black.
Oh, I wasn't ready for that.
Sounds like that caught you off guard.
That really did. As Aleister Black was he never even got drafted last year, did he?
He never did. He never got to make his big debut.
And for me, he was always somebody who I was like, you're awesome. I want you on the main roster. And now he's there, just not with me.
Not with you.
Not at all. Sad day for me. That's okay. I'm just going to have to pick myself back up. Now, how many NXT picks is that now?
I believe we have 1 left.
Do I even have? I don't think I even have anybody from NXT left. Believe it or not, as I think that was, that was. I'm double checking here. I've got to make a clean sweep. There's like one person that if I had the chance I might consider, but right now I've got other things. Oh, wait a minute. No, there is somebody. How I always mess up this name. Can I get a little help from the peanut gallery over here? First name Kyrie.
Damn it! Guess whose name I had highlighted for my next pick. Guess. Take a guess.
Kyrie Sane.
Oh, okay. This is fine, because I think I have someone who can match Kyrie in her ability of being a hybrid high-flying woman, and that's Ember Moon, SmackDown Live.
Son of a... That was my next pick. I love Ember Moon. That was going to be like my baby face. Oh man, well, luckily there's plenty room to adjust. And I can't believe this late in the game, I'm actually getting to look up here. But I'm gonna go with the hugger. I'm gonna take Bailey.
All right. Okay.
Oh, Ember Moon actually did that. That did hurt my heart a little bit. Oh, God. Literally, it was. I was going to just take Ember Moon. By the way, was my number 12 pick. But I had to adjust, and so I wanted to say sorry, Ember Moon. I lost you.
All right. Let's see here. I think for my next pick, I'm going to take a stable, actually. A group of 3, potentially 4 people, depending on if 2K get their shit together. Sanity is going to come over to SmackDown Live.
So if Nikki Cross ever comes out...
I got her, because I got the faction. But like...
Because you got the whole thing.
Right.
God, I got really scared there for a moment. I was like, who's left? I was like, she's... It's like, what's happening? Oh man. I am again going to reach over to 205 Live. This is somebody who I felt was going to really go places in NXT and just never got off the ground, which was a shame. And so I'm looking to right that wrong. Hideo Itami.
All right, that's a great pick. Hopefully Hideo can bring back the GTS that he made famous.
Yes, please.
I'm also going to reach into 205 with my next pick, and I'm going to draft another stable of, well, this time 2, potentially 3 if, again, 2K get their shit together. Drew Gulak, Jack Gallagher, and maybe Brian Kendrick. We'll see if that ever happens.
I completely forgot that they were a little stable over there. It's just going to say Drew Gulak plus is what it's going to say.
Just say Gulak and Gallagher.
It's going to say Gulak and Galley because I did not give SmackDown the proper space. Oh, actually, it's just going to say Gulak plus because apparently I really did not give SmackDown space. I apologize.
All right, there we go. Gulak plus.
We know who they're talking about. It's okay. I mean, that's still a really good, draw there.
Really, guys, the cruiserweights are pretty good. If only they were given better exposure.
Oh, definitely. Oh God, I just realized you even have extra championships because you have Pete Dunne and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
If I so choose, I can use the UK title.
Yeah, and that was actually my plan was to just screw getting a world title. I was just going to take the UK title and run with it on the main roster. How messed up is that? Wow. So I think we finally actually tapped out my top 20. So I've got to actually go down here. So that's good. I'm glad we made it. As I feel like the women's division is just it's missing like one last little thing. I can't quite put my finger on it. Monday Night Raw needs a little flair.
Saw that coming from a mile away.
I went to the well too many times. I did the same thing with Rusev Day. Just doesn't quite work. Man.
Well, you know, Raw may have flair, but it's certainly not iconic.
Oh.
So I'm taking Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, the Iconics, to SmackDown Live.
I spelled Charlotte's name wrong, and I apologize, but I got a time crunch here. Can't be falling behind. Don't they spell that weird, by the way? Since it's like a name thing.
CHARLOTTEE, or not EE, just one E.
Oh wait, yeah, it's 2 E's. I gotta fix that now. I'm looking
No,
at
it's
it.
not 2 E's, it's 2 T's.
Yeah, I know. I put 2 L's. Is what the
Oh,
problem is.
okay.
I was like, it looks so weird. I was like, I gotta fix it. So I'm gonna fix that, and let me go ahead and put the iconics.
What number
there.
pick are we at?
We are at. I'm at. Something feels off here. Did I miss something? Because you just. Oh, okay. You just made your 21st pick. I am at my 21st pick.
There we go. There you go.
I was like, what just happened there? I was like, okay, no, I just can't read. That's all. That's all that happened. Can't read, can't write. Man, must have gone to Kent State.
Forgetful gamer, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's even better. I like it. I like it a lot. So, my goodness. We've gone some places as... Oh, by the way, the Iconics were my number 9 pick.
Wow.
That's how bad you ended up throwing me, because I was like, I gotta chase a little bit here. And I already knew, like, I knew I was gonna have to do some chasing, so I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I knew it was coming.
All right.
And so I feel like now for my 21st pick, since she's still on the roster, I'm gonna go with Alexa Bliss.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Because somehow Alexa Bliss was still there.
Dude! Oh my God! You know what? In my planning, I just figured that after I got Becky and Asuka, she would just be gone, and I just forgot. Oh my God!
So I feel like I have a killer women's division.
Hey, mine's pretty solid too, I'd like to think.
I think literally there's like maybe one person I would get for it just to round it out. And other than that, like, it's the women's division's cooked on my side.
Man, alright. Wow. Oh, God.
That moment win.
Yeah, seriously. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take a pick that maybe a lot of people would think of as being lower than they are. But I love them. They have a special place in my heart. I know them as Bo and Co., but you guys know them as B-Team. B-Team. Go, go, go.
Oh. Dang. I'm actually glad that you took them. I want to be honest. I feel you see my tag division. They're like literally the rest of my roster is like small dudes, and then the tag division's like, bruh. So I feel like if your name is if you don't come up in the Undisputed Era, the B team would not they would not survive very well in my tag division. So I'm glad you got them, because they might actually get a little bit more exposure that way. So I feel like now is a good time for me to really kind of take a look here at the comings and goings. You have Monday Night Rollins.
I do.
So I guess somebody else is going to have to take over Monday night. So that means it's going to be the Kevin Owens show.
Hey, I was wondering when he would go.
He went really late.
You know, honestly, I didn't think he would start the way you started, so he just wasn't on my list. Like, he was one of the guys who I figured would go early.
I feel like my list really, like that start. Well, the thing was, I was like, the Undisputed Era is such an all-around good crew. And I was just like, I really can't. I was like, I know he's taking first pick. So if Styles goes, go for it. I was like, if I get first pick, flip a coin. Because it's really hard to pass it. Like, literally, it would have been AJ Styles, Undisputed Era. Like, that's how that would have gone for me.
All right. I'm glad I got AJ then. In that case, my next pick is going to be Kevin Owens' dearest, bestest friend in the whole wide world, the underdog from the underground, Sami Zayn.
We're breaking up the band. Oh my goodness. The band has been broken up. Wow.
Kicking and screaming, mind you.
Not to say, but you know what? At least they both have jobs. So we can be happy.
And I am officially out of rum.
I am trying to edit the wrong page, so that's not going to get me anywhere. I was like, I have no more slots. What happened? Okay, so, oh man, this has been like, already the rosters are just like amazing, like on both shows. Like, I'm actually already really excited just to see. I feel like at this point, like, the cake's already icing. We're just trying to find a couple of cherries to put on top at this point.
You know, you're not wrong. We have how many more picks? Like 12?
Yeah. Because we were going down to
35.
I'm kind of hoping we actually have a big enough roster because there was a lot of teams. So we ate up a lot of bodies.
Oh, no, we'll be good. We'll be good.
We good? Okay. So I, at this time, am going to go ahead and take somebody that I was joking about earlier. I am going to take Titus Worldwide.
It's your funeral, man.
Hey, you know what? You have the B team. I got Titus Worldwide.
Alright. Well, I think Titus Worldwide are suffering from several fashion atrocities. And that's something that my next pick certainly will never suffer from. Tyler Breeze, Fandango, Breezango are coming to SmackDown Live.
So, Breezango. There we have it. They made the list. And so I will go ahead then at this point in time as a guy that I feel he needs to be there. I'm going to go ahead and say Shelton Benjamin.
All right.
As long as I spell his name correctly. I literally just went dyslexic and completely spelled Benjamin backwards.
Well, you know, Shelton is someone who was really, really great a decade ago. You want him, you can have him. I'm going to take a guy and his partner, frankly, who I think have been really deserving of a bigger spotlight. You were talking about breaking up a band earlier. Maybe it's time to get a different one back together. Heath Slater and Rhino are going to SmackDown Live.
Is that E-R or O-R?
Sure, why not?
I'm just gonna put Heath and Rhino. It actually makes more sense. It'll actually fit. Rhino, gore. Heath and Rhino. So you took Heath and Rhino, and you were talking about breaking up bands. Unfortunately, the 3MB still going to be a little broken up as I'm going to go ahead at this juncture and grab me some Jinder Mahal.
Okay. All right. I'm sure he'll help you cleanse all the impurities of Raw with his breathing exercises because that's so impressive.
Oh, I don't understand how we go from jobber to WWE champion to that. I don't understand. I'm very confused.
So my next pick is a guy who I was leaving him out there for you. I really was. As a gesture of goodwill, I was waiting for you to take him, and it just never happened. So, coming to SmackDown Live, Roman Reigns.
So did you do that just so there was no Universal Champion?
You can keep that title. I don't want it.
I don't want it either. I didn't even really want Roman. I was like, oh, that's who I have to draft for a title. The U.S. title would be good enough. I mean, really, actually, I had Rollins. It was literally number 6 was either Rollins or Shinsuke, and you were just going right down the list. So I was like, move Shinsuke up to number 5 because Rollins is already out, and Rollins was the number 1 choice. Don't get me wrong, I love Shinsuke Nakamura, so I'm not gonna do too bad by him. But yeah, I appreciate the goodwill, but I've got plans one way or the other. So if you want to do a champion versus champion, whatever you want to do with that, Roman can go away. Oh my goodness. So let's see here. It's so satisfying, really, because I'm kind of looking down here, and I'm like, I've gotten a lot of the people that I really just I wanted. Like my roster, it feels very whole. There's just like this. Somebody should be holding it together, and so the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt.
Not a fan, personally. Not a fan.
I honestly was going to pick him as my very last pick because I figured you were never going to pick him up, but you picked Roman Reigns, so I was just like, you know what? 26 and 26, Bray and Roman. Let's do it.
You know, Bray preaches that he brings the end of days, but he never really does. My next pick, I think, fulfills that promise a whole lot better. Baron Corbin is coming to SmackDown Live.
I'd like to note that's who I was leaving for you in good faith. I'm glad that you. I was gonna get him there in a couple more picks because he was number 24 on my list. Wyatt was actually officially number 25, but okay. I was literally just gonna pick him up last because I was just like, yeah, he's not gonna touch him. I know how you felt about Wyatt from last season. And I was like, I do appreciate Wyatt. I was like, I think I can do some good work with him. I think he can go some places. So remember earlier, because I feel like we're at that point now where I can just kind of go a little nuts. Earlier I said that I just kind of needed one little cherry on the top there.
Sure.
For my roster for the women's division. And so I'm going to go ahead and grab what is left of Absolution. So that'd be Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose.
Okay. All right. That's may or may not have had Mandy written in as a future pick, but that's okay because
did you really?
I was gonna get Mandy. Yeah, I like Mandy. I figured you were gonna get Sonya at some point. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and grab Mickie James.
Oh, God, I forgot all about Mickie James.
That's kind of what I was hoping for.
Like, I really did.
And you know, the really awful thing is you could have gotten her as a package deal with Alexa, and you just didn't.
You know what? I just realized... going at number 28, because there was a small little bird in the corner that was like, hello, what's going on here? And I want you to think here for a moment. We are at number 28.
Mm-hmm.
The Lunatic Fringe has not been drafted, so Ambrose is coming to Raw.
You know, one time I did a draft with a friend, just for fun, and we completely forgot about Ambrose. We got through all of the main roster, all of NXT, and we just forgot Ambrose. So I guess it happened again.
I can't believe that Dean Ambrose went after Roman Reigns. Ambrose, I am so sorry. My apologies.
You know, I'm not going to follow up Ambrose with too much star power, but it is a former women's champion. Carmella is going to be coming to SmackDown.
Oh, Mella is money, and that was going to be my, like last women's pick. Because it was going to be one of those, you were drafted last again. You had to go and ruin that for me.
I'm sorry, man. Mella's money.
That's okay. I'm going to go ahead. I wasn't really going to touch the tag division anymore. I felt like it was complete. But
don't say what I think you're going to say. I swear.
There's a couple of Good Brothers.
God damn it!
The club, the Good Brothers, are coming to Monday Night Raw. I am terrified about what the hell I'm going to do with my tag team division. Because the power is, so there right now.
I kind of forgot about them, and then like I opened up the roster tab, and then there's Luke Gallows staring at me. I'm like, oh hey!
We both had the same thing happen.
This is not fair. I'm not happy about this. Okay. I have a question for you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Do you still woo? Because my next draft pick sure does. Zack Ryder is coming to SmackDown Live.
It's messed up because he was on my radar, as somebody to pick up. So that's pretty impressive right there. Kind of I'm thinking my next pick could potentially be if he ever kind of gets unlost. I'm gonna go with R-Truth.
R-Truth. All right, solid pick. I'm actually gonna draft Zack Ryder's good buddy Kurt Hawkins next.
Oh, are you getting the band back together over there?
Look, all I can say is face the facts.
Oh my goodness. So we got ourselves Kurt Hawkins. Oh man. I'm thinking who's even left here? I gotta look at my list. I really should have started deleting some things here.
What are we at? What are we at pick wise?
Oh, we're getting low. We're getting down there. We're at 31, and I think I am going to. So we're heading towards 32, as I'm going to go ahead and grab a high flyer by the name of Sin Cara. All
right, yeah, Cara's cool. You know, he beat up Sheamus once, from what I hear. I'm going to grab someone who I have a friend who would kill me if I didn't grab them, and that's going to be the Scottish Supernova, Noam Dar.
Noam Dar. I was actually wondering if you were going to grab Dar or not.
Wonder no more.
So, fun fact about Noam Dar for you. This is one of those, just meta things. My buddy, who is helping me with wrestling, actually, when we played EWR, I got him into it.
Sure.
It was the text-based game. And that's actually because he did a backyard promotion, and this is long before Noam Dar was in the Cruiserweight Classic.
Okay.
And he actually, that's who his world champion was Noam Dar. So, we knew of Noam Dar before the Cruiserweight Classic. And
you knew of Noam Dar before Noam Dar.
Yeah. This was when he literally was just on the independents and just fresh as can be. So I thought it was one of those ha 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 moments. So I am going to go ahead and do an interesting pool. I'm going to grab for number 32 the Cruiserweight Champion, Cedric Alexander.
Very nice, very nice.
So that way, even if I take my time on crowning a true world champion, I still technically have all the slots filled.
That's fair. That is very fair. And speaking of slots, that's actually not a transition at all. I don't know where I'm going with that. I'm going to grab the perfect 10, Ty Dillinger, to SmackDown Live.
Oh, man. Ty Dillinger, my man. You're gone. Rough. And we are down to our last couple of picks here.
Yeah, last two each, I think, right?
I technically have 3.
Yeah, you have 3. Right?
I have 3, you have 2. So I mean we're heading home with this draft here. And oh man. It's really hard for me not to, because now it's at that point where I'm like, man, there's still several people I want, but I'm not actually fully going to use, but I still kind of just want to be greedy. So I'm going to play it safe here, and I'm going to go with Goldust.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. Goldie's all right. I prefer his brother personally.
I think we all do, but unfortunately, he's currently the NWA World Champion.
That's true. I'm gonna grab someone next who, actually, I'm shocked hasn't been grabbed yet. I kind of forgot about him, but I won't make that mistake again. I'm going to walk with Elias.
Oh, man. Elias goes to SmackDown. I was I was surprised he was still there too, and that was one of the folks that I was actually like staring real hard at. And I was like, I really want to get Goldust because the Golden Truth deserves a much better run than they ever got. I'm not saying they're gonna get it with me, but they've got better chances. And so, with 2 picks left for myself, I am going to go ahead. Oh no, that was a bad crossover there, because the thing in question was the team in question was not eligible. So I am going to go ahead and grab TJP.
All right, first ever Cruiserweight champion.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard. Really, the list of current Cruiserweight champions that are still employed is pretty low.
That's unfortunately... So, wait, is it?
Yeah, because so...
Hold on. TJP.
Yep.
Brian Kendrick.
Yep.
Rich Swann. All right, Rich Swann's gone.
Yep.
Neville, gone. Tozawa. Enzo's gone. And Cedric. Oh, wow.
I'd say there's 7 champions, 3 of them are gone.
Okay, so I'm down to my last pick, aren't I?
You are down to your final pick.
Okay, I'm looking at 3 right now to choose from, actually.
There's actually some really good choices left.
There really are, and it's like some of them are just low carders that I enjoy, and others are like actual names that we just didn't get to.
Do. Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. I gotta. Okay. Let me just take a look here at my women's division, see if she's who I need.
I'd say there's plenty. There's actually still. That's what I love about this. There's a lot of women.
There's a lot of options
to still
left.
choose
Absolutely.
From. There's good women to choose from. There's good men to choose from. There's actually even at least one main eventer left to choose from. Like.
Man, yeah, this is. Oh man. All right. I think logic is gonna win out for me. You know, either of my other choices here. Oh wait, no, oh man. Oh man. Then I just remembered a 4th one. Ugh.
That's the struggle.
Oh god, okay. I was considering both Arya Daivari and the Ascension. But I feel like Ascension especially could use another run in NXT. Arya Daivari, well, he's not bad by any means, but again, maybe some time in NXT wouldn't hurt him. So my final pick of the draft for 2k19 is going to be Chad Gable.
Wow. I did not see that coming. I really did not. So the funny thing is I was, for my final pick there, I was going to be like, you know what? You got John Cena, you got Roman Reigns, you got all the big names, Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles. I was like, I really should pick up the remaining main event talent there that nobody really sees anymore. And I'm like, but there's not a title for him to take at the moment either. And quite frankly, my main event scene's not the biggest of guys. And I feel like there's a much better solution for Monday Night Raw than Brock frickin' Lesnar. And so somebody who's going to bring value to my roster, Mr. Tony Nese.
So much build-up, so much hype for Tony Nese.
For Tony Nese.
I'm gonna tell you right now who I was considering as my final pick as well. Naomi.
That's not a bad pick. And so you realize, still available on the women's side, off the top of my head, was Naomi and
Alicia Fox,
Natalya.
Nia Jax, Natalya, yeah.
Like there was a lot of strong women there. By the way, since I got the Miz, does that mean I get Maurice?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I'd say they're usually a package deal. No, in the corner there, when I was making my, I think it was Gold Dust, it was, they wanted me to go with the Bella Twins.
No thanks.
And I would have gone with them, but they're not eligible for the draft.
Even if, that's suicide for your women's division.
Yeah, possibly. Because
real quick,
technically considered a legend this game for some weird reason.
It's because they're not fully active. Real quick, I'm just going to run through the list of names that we didn't draft. Akira Tozawa, Arya Davari. Let's see here. The Colognes.
They were actually on my list for 35. They were, but I have so many tag teams. I was like, I don't need it.
That's fair. I don't need it. Alicia Fox wasn't drafted. Let's see. Big Show was not eligible. Man, no, we got a lot of them. Let's see. Ono was in NXT. Matt Hardy was injured and ineligible. Mojo Rawley was not drafted. This is not counting NXT, by the way, guys. Yeah, no, that's about it. We got almost everyone.
Wow, really?
Yeah. All right. Usually, when we end a draft, or when I've ended a draft in the past, we have a quick option to do any last-minute trades if there's any offers to be made.
Oh man, let me pull up a notepad, and I'm gonna pull up your full roster. And I'll pull up my full roster.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now. There's only one guy I'm interested in.
I am so sorry I took your face off.
Wow, how did you get that on camera? I hope you did.
I did.
Yes!
Because I pulled up the notepad, it went straight to the second screen, and that's you. So it literally was just like, white, took your face off. Poof.
Oh, that's excellent. There's only one guy I'm interested in on the Raw side, and that is Andrade Cien Almas.
Oh, hell no. No.
He is the only guy I have any interest in taking.
So I don't even need to look at your roster then, because there's literally no one on there that I'll trade Almas for.
No, not one?
Not one. I do think that you did not mess up my plan.
Wait, Ryan, let me ask you real quick. So you're saying you wouldn't trade Almas for Daniel Bryan?
I would not, no.
Wow.
Would not.
Literally every wrestling promoter in the world right now has rolled over in their grave.
I know, right? No, don't get me wrong. Daniel Bryan's great, but I still have Kevin Owens, who can feed me there. And as much as I love Bryan, Almas is going to be one of my future guys. That's why he was number 2.
You know what? That's fine.
Like
we have a draft coming up after WrestleMania. We'll see how much he likes being on Raw.
I mean, the thing is Almas, like, if we actually get that far in, Almas very well might be like the world champion on my show. So I got plans for Almas. Got a lot of plans for Almas.
All right, we'll tell you what, Ryan. We have gone over an hour right now with this draft.
Oh my goodness.
So I think it's time for us to at least let our viewers go. Thank you guys for watching. We will be starting this show up as soon as 2k19 drops. We're gonna have a pair of post-production guys this time, so there shouldn't be any hiccups in the actual production side of things. We have 2 different commentary teams ready to go, so it's gonna be a really fun time. Hopefully you guys will come back and check it out, and we will see you guys then.
And the only other thing that I would like to note is we are going to have momentarily here a little photo of us, basically our pages. The My Twitch channel and the Duloc YouTube channel, where you can see past episodes of the shows along with the past drafts, see where we've gone, along with, I do believe you have a lot of Jurassic Park up there. Is that correct?
I do. You know, watch the wrestling stuff if you're watching this.
Exactly.
Alright guys, take care. We'll see you soon.